I think that the experience changed me in the fact that all of a sudden you are really embracing an entirely different culture of people, an entirely different mindset of individuals, and just to kind of segue off of this, like we're having this one meeting, and I'm talking about defense, and I'm saying, hey, you guys, like when you're defending on this side, like we have this team meeting and I'm talking to the players and I said, and it was because they were kind of being a little lax on defense. And I'm like, when you're defending something, like you have to act like somebody's coming in and trying to take your food from you. Like I want you to deny them. Like they are coming in trying to take your food and you are not gonna let them do that. And I all of a sudden I had these strange looks at me, and I kind of was looking around and I'm like thinking, what did I say something wrong? So I asked one of the guys, uh, what's going on? And one of the players is like, Coach, um, in our culture, if somebody's hungry, we share our food. And I thought, well, okay, let's figure something else out then, right? But it was just so innocent in the way it was said, so direct and deliberate, and then you realize that like, uh, we'd have training sessions and I'd go out and I'd get candy bars for the players and stuff like that, I'd have them, okay, if you hit this shot or if you do something like that. Like there was this one guy that man, he'd do extra work, he'd do anything because I mean they just really don't have a lot of opportunity to embrace like junk food and like crap, right? Like we do. So I get candy bars and he'd do whatever I'd ask him to do. So I'd give him the candy bar, and then you'd see him go over, and he'd have this tiny, it wasn't a big candy bar, it was a tiny candy bar, but he'd go over and he'd call the whole team over, and they would break it up into pieces, and he'd share it with everybody that was there, right? And you just realize that it's not just something that they said; that is what they believe, right? And so it just really opened your eyes to just I mean they were wonderful people. I mean it was an amazing experience. It's something I'll cherish forever. Um and I loved it.